Now, a while back, I open sourced Goober Island, and because, I canned it. But for the people who don't know how to either, download like the source or get the project if they want it, this is just for them. I'll also just go through how the game works and all. So this is kind of like the Goober Island synopsis, or like the go through or something. But before that, I kind of want to tell you how to download it. So here's GitHub. You want to get onto GitHub and you want to search up in the search just Goober Island, like that. And most likely it will be the first result, unless somebody makes another Goober Island, which, if in that case, that's inconvenient. So anyways, this is all the source. This is the beautiful README. This is the license. It says Creative Commons by and share alike, I'm pretty sure. Really, all you need to do is click on code. You want to click download zip. And this will start downloading Goober Island-main. So right here, there's this 104 commits. This will probably be 105 commits by the time you see this, because I'm going to put the video in the README. But besides that, there's this 104 commits button. If you click on it, you see literally every single commit. And you can kind of tell that I give up. I don't type the thing. I just say a lot. Or big push. So really though, it's just a matter of finding what version you want. So let's say you want to go before I make the new version of Goober Island, and you want to go to this commit. Or if, let's say you want, I don't know, B4. I'm pretty sure I made a push for B4 specifically. Or I think this is the push for B4 actually, unironically. So you can test the old VR builds and stuff. There's a lot of stuff you can do here. So, back on track. You got your Goober Island main folder now. How do you put it into Unity? Well, first, you're going to want the Unity Hub, which is, well, the Unity Hub. I know. Surprising. And you can just drag the folder. Oh, now I look like an idiot. So all you want to do is you want to click the add button up here, and you want to click add project to this, because this thing is boring. And then you just want to click Goober Island main. Like Goober Island main again. Then you want to open it. So the version I used for this was a 2022 version. But in all honesty, it doesn't really matter what version you go for. I think the lowest you can go for pun to work though is 2020. So try and stay in that range, but I use 2023 now, so I'm just gonna open up 2023. And depending on if you change your version, then it's going to give you like a warning. It's gonna take longer to open. Besides that, it will just mostly be the same. Maybe you'll get a few errors, but that's about it. So yeah, just kind of wait for it to open. I don't care. Just gotta wait. Just lay back, grab your phone, open up the big YouTube shorts, watch Family Guy funny moments. I don't know. Okay, so project finally imported, but well, you see this usually means you upgraded the version. It doesn't really matter. Just click OK. And it'll just update all the materials to be good. And that's fine. This doesn't really matter, honestly. Just dismiss forever. And there you go. You are in the Goober Island. Here is where all the assets are. So as you can tell, there's not really anything right now, and this is because this is the scene that Unity defaults opens to, because this is a new project. And then it'll say if you want to import TMP. Import TMP, please. Like, none of the text will work without TMP, so you have to. And if you just open the game, well, you just go all the way down. I agree. Continue. just how you remember it. Now, sometimes there'll be some weird rendering things, like this, for example. I don't know how this is happening. It's probably just, you know, just issues of, like, me having a different version of what the project was. You'll get issues like this, for example, if you update the project. But for the most part, it's fine. I don't know why it's doing this, though, for the, everything. So that's odd. Here is where all the scripts are. The chunk manager is, I don't like the chunk manager. All I can say is that this is, bullshitty at best, and really bad at worst. This is just for, the island and stuff. So, yeah. And here is where all the networking code lies. Connection manager is just how the game connects to everything. It's very simple, actually. I'm the evil raft with a gag. I'm not gonna tell you anything else besides that. Here we have the room code. For the custom settings, like cosmetics, it uses a custom settings thing. It's a rooms options technically, and it just kind of sets this up like so. I'll get into what the inner scene data keeper is later. But for now, it's really just pretty basic. Here's how we get the seed for the island itself, and it sends the event to start generating it once the master gets the seed. Basically, without RPCs, let's say this is you. This is you. This is you. You have the island. Oh my god, it's an island. But if without RPCs, let's say this is your buddy John. He is going to have a different island. See? But with RPCs, it will sync the islands that you both have. Like so. So, they're both the exact same island, just for the both of you. That's basically how RPCs work. It just syncs things over the clients. This is just a bunch of bullshit stuff. It just kind of gets the player ready. Like it sends the username RPC, the color RPC, and the hat RPC. Player setup. This is what is on the player prefab. This is the player prefab. This is where for example, Jesus Christ, the render is really fun. This is where all the hats are, here, the actual game, the Goober model, etc., etc., and the where is it? The player setup is on here as well. So this function right here, basically, if it's local, it makes it so you can't see your own body, because if you see your own body, then it's kind of weird, because for some reason your eyes are in the camera view. So yeah. The colors, it's very basic. It just circles through each limb render and sets the material to be color material. Then hats. So there is the hats in the hats folder. In here is like each hat. Where each hat is on this is the corresponding ID to this. So it will just cycle through. Basically, for each hat ID, it will set the hat to the which one that you chose. So let's say I chose hat ID 1. We would change it to hat ID 0, just because that's kind of how this script works. ID -1 is how you have no hat, by the way. And then it will just set to... It's a very basic script, but it handles most of the stuff for the player. And here's the movement scripts. I couldn't tell you how these work. These aren't mine. This is from Danny. It's a good game dev YouTuber if you want to watch more game dev content. Right here is all the VR bullshit. It's not really much, in all honesty. Interactions! Oh boy. This is where things get not fun for me. I don't like this. So the interaction script mainly works with the eye grabbable and eye interactable. interfaces. Basically, each interactable script has either iInteractable or iGrabbable on it. iGrabbable is the one that where you have to hold the mouse button down to hold it. So, for example, the grabbables, like the boxes or the radio. And then for the enable disable, this is like when you're looking at the radio. It will turn it on and off. So it mainly works by sending a raycast, and then if it hits something, it'll check if it's a interactable or grabbable, and then interactables take a priority. Actually show you why, because it needs to show it, or else death. I don't know what this means. Rotating stuff, I guess. I don't know though. That's the I guess I think you get what this is, but it's the rotating stuff. And then for the most part, it's just kind of bullshitty. The stash, this is how stashing works. It just plays the sound, and then it will literally just actually I can just grab the grabbable. It puts itself inside of your body. It parents the grabbable to your player. So that's kind of how it works. That's really the only way I thought I could do it. It works, so I mean, there it goes. So, yeah, that's how stashing works, and that's how interactable stuff works. This is how the prompt shows. So for usually what you want to do is you want to refer to the prompt. It's so basically you do a public tutorial prompt and just call it prompt or something. And then to refer to it, you do prompt dot show prompt. And then for the title, I don't know, let's say who, and then but for the body, and that will show. MISC stuff. This is MISC, and this is the inner scene data keeper. Thanks Max for this. This is useful as fuck. So basically, how we were storing information between scenes before was with player proofs. That's not how you're supposed to do it. Like, technically it works, but player proofs is more for like settings and stuff, not for your room code and player name. And all the scripts can refer to it just by doing inner scene data keeper dot instance and then the string or int or whatever they want. This is for the custom radio music that kind of doesn't work anymore. If somebody wants to make a re-implementation of this, I'm fine with it. I don't know why one would, because, you know, Goober kind of dead. But I mean, you can do it, I don't know. This is just, yeah, this is all about it, though. So, that is how Goober Island, for the most part, works. It's not the best. That's also not everything in it, but for the most part, that is how it works. If you have any questions, you can join the Discord server and ask me. I am happy to answer your questions at Goober. Or not will, really. Preferably, though, do not hold me against my will to answer your questions, but I mean, you can if you want to.